What's up YouTube, this is Detroit Borg with a very large and very dirty brown box that just arrived from FedEx, and inside is my new 27-inch iMac, which I custom ordered last month. I know you guys have been asking about this, but this took a month to get to me, and that's largely because I specified the SSD, which apparently delays shipping for quite a while. Anyway, this is a top-end configuration. This has the top-end 3.4 gigahertz quad-core Core i7. This is a Sandy Bridge processor, so this has the 32 nanometer chip inside. Also has 8 gigs of RAM and has the 2 terabyte serial drive along with the 256 gigabyte SSD. It also has the upgraded AMD Radeon HD 6970M processor with 2 gigs of RAM. Now before we get to the computer, let's take a look at the accessory box. So inside we find a Bluetooth Apple keyboard along with a mouse. Now you can choose whether you want the Magic Mouse or the Magic Trackpad. In this case I chose the Magic Mouse. You could also order both. I already have a Magic Trackpad, but the Magic Mouse is my tool of choice. We also have the literature along with the restoration discs. And of course it wouldn't be an Apple computer without some Apple stickers and the user license agreement. Now the design of the iMac is largely carried over from last generation and still features that slick all aluminum unibody with an edge-to-edge glass panel. The front glass is not available in matte, so it's prone to glare, but the pivoting stand allows you to control some of those issues. On the back you'll find the Apple logo, which is the only bit of plastic on the entire computer. This allows Wi-Fi to pass through the metal body. There's also that long exhaust vent along the top, and you can find the intake vent discreetly hidden behind the pivoting stand. Below that is the power connector along with the Kensington lock. On the left you'll find the power button, and on the right you'll find your connectors. So we have the audio in and out, which are both optical, 4 USB ports, FireWire 800, 2 Thunderbolt ports, and Ethernet. On the other side you'll find the SuperDrive slot along with the SD card slot. On the bottom you'll find the speaker grills, which are down firing. This allows the speakers to reflect off your desktop and fill the room. Between the speaker grills you'll find the access door for the RAM slot, so this makes the iMac very easy to upgrade by the end user. On the top you'll find the perforations for the microphone, and on the front glass panel you'll find the new high-def FaceTime camera, which is capable of recording in 720p. Now let's go ahead and plug the iMac in and boot it up. Now let's do a boot test. Let's see how quickly it boots from its standard configuration. Now the important thing to note here is that because we have 2 drives inside this computer, an SSD and a hard disk drive, the system sees 2 separate drives, and everything has been loaded from the factory on the SSD. So the 2 terabyte drive is actually completely empty. So that's something to keep in mind when you get your new computer. You're going to have to spend some time managing those drives. Now if we look at the new and old iMac side by side, you can see there is really no difference here. The only difference here is in the ports. So if we look at the old iMac, you can see that we have 1 display port, but on the new Mac there are now Thunderbolt ports, and there are 2 of them. Now, of course, I have a lot of configuration to do before I can really do some benchmark testing, and I will be sure to have those up this week, so stay tuned. Once again, guys, this is Detroit Borg with my new favorite toy from Apple. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.